Hello, Infinity Kingdom audience. Hope you're having an awesome day, evening, or whatever time you're watching this video. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you clicked on this video. And I would love it if you hit the like button. And I would love it if you subscribe to the channel because it helps it out. So, let's get into it. I want to talk about Server 16. And call this a recruiting video if you want to. I just want to talk about Server 16 and let you know why it would be good to jump to Server 16. And I want to talk about all the good things about it. So I've been on Server 16 for a while. I did not start on Server 16 at the start. I did start on Server 9. At some point, the leadership decided, hey, we want to jump off Server 9 to go to a different direction because I think at top, wanted to take over more cities at that point, and our leadership at that point was not happy with that decision. And they said, okay, we can't compete against top right now. We can't go to war to them with them. Let's port to another server. And I think majority of the members went to server number 8. I decided to go a different direction, and I decided to jump to server 16, and I've been very happy with the decision. And want to talk about server 16. So I've been in server 16 for quite some time. I would say it's probably at least been over 6 months, but you know, could be less than that, could be more than that, not exactly sure. But server 16 is a great server. I mean, they have a lot of things going through it. Let me cover some things. Let's take a look at the rankings. So right now, the way Server 16 is breaking up is AWU is in the top power, and AWU is in the top power of the whole game. So they are the #1 alliance in power in the whole game. That is all the servers combined, AWU's number. Now, we're not #1. We're sitting there at 163 million. We're definitely one of the top ones in the green faction. If not the top. Sometimes we fluctuate a little bit depending on players leaving the alliance to do activities and then coming back. So you'll see us fluctuate on the server, the recruitment internet website on power there. So we're not #1 in green showing rate right now. But we are there sometimes. Sometimes we're not. Just depends on what's going on. So what we could use on this server is we could use a great big alliance. If Alliance wants to come over here and jump to server 16, that would be absolutely awesome because that would balance the server out with 3 really strong alliances. We're heavy players. We're very active in server versus servers competition. So we would absolutely love this. Why don't we have a big red alliance? Well, with all the different servers, you know, activity starts to weigh over time. And when activity starts to weigh, you got to make decisions. You got to merge. If you want to be competitive, you have to merge. And so what we decided at the point was app merged with Day Drinkers. And it's a different name at the time. And we're actually going to be changing our name. And so with that decision, it's been a very good decision. Very good for the server. Helped us out a lot because we were both competing at a very strong level instead of one alliance at a strong level and then the other 2 alliances, you know, both kind of wavering a little bit and not having enough members to be active. All right, so talked about that. Let's go into looking at some of their activities. So one thing about the alliance is Server 16 seems to have very organized leaders and keeping activities going on. And I want to kind of highlight some of the things that are going on right now. So in here, the events that we have going on right now, we got Battle of Asteria, King of the Hill, Expel the Gnomes, we got Wonderful Journey going on, and Triani Fate. So a good combination. King of the Hill's coming up. Battle of Asteria, we're participating in that at the alliance level, and then some single player stuff. So, oh, and then we have the Titantula going on. So let's go in here. Let's go look at the emails, and I can show you stuff that is going on. So this is a lot of marks that were put up recently. That was for the Battle of Asteria. So tonight, not a lot of going on with player versus player. And also we've been backing off a little bit on kill events to strengthen the server overall. So what they did was they organized people who want to play server versus server or do some kill event activity and hitting and practice. They made a planned organized event. So this is where our power's a little bit wane. I think people are leaving to make a new alliance to participate in this event. The other neat thing about doing participation in this event is they're doing, you know, you're not having any of the alliance boosts. So it's just straight your power. And so that helps you gauge your power without your alliance and helps you tell you things, what you need to look at to grow your individual power without your alliance helping you. So they got a bunch of rules around that. So that's happening today at 1900, and they set a little area for it, and they're just going to go out and battle and attack each other. So I'm sure both teams are having their different strategies. We'll plan on it. So this is also, we did the Asteria event, attacking the boss. So we have some strategies around that on how to attack the boss and get the maximum prizes as possible. And so they set on a rule on how you're supposed to send the marches, and so everyone could get as many hits on it as possible and still collect rewards out of that. So that is that event. See, that's where they plan on having the match there. And I'll be adding suggestions for the channel. So we just added something to the Discord channel for our suggestion channel. There's been a lot of discussion around changing our name and from Day Drinkers to something else. So that's final call. So these are polls that we did. Yeah, those are discussions around changing name, making sure everyone join. I guess apparently there's someone who wants death by daggers. So we just recently went through core event, the contention of relics. So there's just a lot of, you know, gift codes. We try to keep up with gift codes and need those out. So you see the codes there. So let me go over the rules of the server. And the important thing that I wanted to show you with this is give you a real good understanding of the server. So we have rules, and, you know, everyone does a good job of following the rules. I mean, any server, there's going to be someone that's going to break the rules, but we have a process to handling those who break the rules. So I'm not going to go over everything and make this a completely more boring video than it already is. But rule number one is the big thing is there's no resource tile hitting. So that's not allowed at all. On special circumstances, they may lift those restrictions, but they'll announce that ahead of time. And this is what is neat, which is different from a lot of servers, because a lot of servers put their safe zones at the edges. And the problem is, if you're at the edges, you can't do anything except be safe. Your resources available to you are really low. You can't hit gnomes. You can't hit high-level gnomes. So at least here in the safe zone, in the forbidden zone, you're still able to do stuff. You're still able to get resources. You're still able to get hit gnomes, and you can be safe, and you don't have to pop up a shield. So rules for attacking. Now you can attack any enemy march farming a resource. So if you're in someone else's territory and you're farming a resource, that's a reason why they can be attacked. So all tiles in level 4 are safe. So, but if you're level 4 or below, all tiles are safe in any zone. So if both players agree to trade honor, they have the right to do so. Safe passage. During any PvP related event, the Forbidden Zone is a safe zone. Tantantula is a safe zone. Cities. So what they do is announce city sieges, and that is considered a safe zone. Castles also can that castle also can't attack anyone. And it will be announced in the Discord server. Rule number 5, inactive. So you can zero any castle that's inactive. Usually those are under level 15, or those with a name that just says Lord, or castles that are known that are no longer playing, that are abandoned. And we kind of post those in the game in the chat room. And if you're wrong, the responsibility is on you. If you're wrong, see you in court. So if you're violators, you can zero any violators of the above rules with a 30-minute offense. So it's not like you could come in and, hey, someone hit me 2 days later, and you know, everyone's moved on past that. So violators, you get basically kicked from your alliance for 24 hours. You're considered an outlaw, and people can come after you. Not too many outlaws happen. Like if I look at down here, we had an outlaw on the 2nd. Before that was a 34 outlaw for attacking AP repeatedly. So it happens occasionally. It doesn't happen a lot. So we do have one person on the server that we have a tendency to watch out for, but I think maybe attitudes are changing with that. And maybe what person will actually be joining an alliance. We're pretty organized with Discord, so just kind of show you right here into Discord. Let me click here. So this is server 16. So we got server announcements, server requests, officer requests, gift codes. So we keep up with the gift codes. This still got a little messy in here. People have been commenting, but normally it's just gift codes. We got guides, we got official rules, which I just went over with you, translations, we got voting. So we got the regular chat, French, different languages chat, a lot of different rooms to talk about different topics. So that's the server. We also have our alliance chat, and again, in alliance chat, you know, we got announcements, rules. We're doing a poll right now, trying to figure out a new name. Right now, it looks like we're going to narrow this down. So it looks like who's in the lead. Dark Demise is in the lead right now, but I think we're going to narrow it down, and there's going to be one more row of voting. Complaints, game information, gift codes, and, you know, just talking and so on. So we're very organized with Discord, and both at the server level and both at the alliance level. Let's go in. Let me get that out of there. Let's go in and talk about the recruitment. So where are we at power-wise? So if you look at it right now, Awu's at the very top. And Day Drinkers, we're right now not at the very top. We got Slay above that. But we usually stay around 166 million, maybe 169 million at the height. So around in the top 3. So we're very active. Let me look at Illusion Battlefield. Here we go. We got victory. Now, all the victories have come since the merger. So since our merger, we've had 3 victories in a row. We have Hell Takers. We fought BXS. That was a very competitive one. We got Sparta. Wasn't very competitive one. So if you notice, we had some defeats before, and we did that merger, and things have been going really well since that merger. So what can we see on... Is the Legion gone? Did they take the Legion out of here right now? All right. Well, the Legion was very competitive. We were going against Top and BXS mainly. Those were the alliances and servers that we were competing against. And if you saw my video, it came right down to the very end in seconds. So it was a very, very tight race, very competitive. There was a lot of back and forth of taking bridges and taking cities. It was a very competitive Legion of Frostborn, which I know in a lot of different servers competitions, it wasn't very competitive and they ended early. Ours went right down to the very end, right down to the last second. So, what else? You know, we got generally people that are in the top in the Throne of Supreme. So if we could take a look at the schedule here, let's go in here and look in it. Can I see anything in here? All right, it's not showing anything right now. But anyways, we have members that are very competitive. And if we look at also, let's go in here and look at the alliance. Want to look at the members. So there's our R5s. Now, some R5s aren't here because I think they're competing in the competition. So there's, if you look at Hyper. You got Hyper. You know, we got some that are silent right now. And that's the thing with every alliance is, you know, there's opportunity to bring in different players. With every alliance, I would say that probably any game there's opportunity to bring in. When you have, you know, potential of 150 members, that's a lot of members. There's opportunity to bring in more active players. And let's go look at here. I want to go look at the rankings. So let's go here. So this is a Woo's decoration. It's lighthearted and stuff like that, but they're very competitive. They are very organized, but they definitely like to have fun and keep things lighthearted. There is ours. So again, we're organized. Again, we also like to keep things lighthearted, but we're very active in play. And, you know, just on any server and stuff like that, there's occasional arguments, there's occasional disagreements, but, you know, nothing too major. There's not, you know, name calling going on in world chat and everyone calling them each other names and wars going on and so on. So none of that is going on. And that's it. So that is, oh, you know what? I didn't look at this server. So if you look at the map, here's a breakup right now. And it's very organized in the breakup. You know, we could definitely see if there's a big red alliance that wants to come out here, that would be awesome. A whole alliance, that would be tremendous. Could merge with some of the players that are active in red. That would be great if we had 3 alliances with the top power in the game. That would certainly help out more with Legion. If you saw, I'm going to put the link to the end of the battle of Legion of Frostborn, so you could kind of gauge the activity and see how many people were there in the final battle. You know, but also, you know, come over and join. You don't have to join Red. We don't care. You know, join AWU, join DD. Obviously, I'm biased, and I want you to join Daydrinkers. Oh, and I forgot one of the most important parts. Why join the server? We have a YouTuber out there that posts videos, you know. I mean, how often do you get that? So, I'm joking. But anyways, come join us. You know, reach the leaders. So, the leaders, let me go through. Let's go in the rankings. So, here's the leader. So, you can get a clear view. The leader, Mando. So, reach out to Mando. And Day Drinkers, reach out to Callie. I like to call him Callie. You know, we got Muffin, Baker, Bava, Toby, Kimbe, Rodomir. Reach out to any of those. And you could also reach out to me on, I will pin a comment underneath this video on how you can get in touch with me on Discord. But it is King Percy number 9397. Reach out to me if you're interested in joining the server. And that's it. Hit a thumbs up, subscribe, and definitely more videos coming out. Have an awesome day.